Yes.
The cinematic equivalent of A Lump of Coal and an adaptation of a scandalous novel are available for viewing this
Did you write this, Chuck?
Yeah, I did.
In a review?
Wow.
Sounds like your words. Okay, reviewing Violent Night and Lady Chatterley's Lover, our film critic, Chuck Koplinski here.
You wouldn't want me to pull punches, would you?
No.
Always a lump of coal.
God, it's
no
awful.
mercy in that.
Oh, I could have been much worse. I wanted to be
gosh.
much worse about Violent Night. And it's a shame because if you've been watching the program, Pam and I had a great conversation with David Harbour from Stranger Things, and he is in Violent Night as Santa Claus. And there he is, the first scene. He's at a bar taking a little break from passing out the presents. He's disillusioned with all the kids and what they want and just doesn't have any fun with this whole thing anymore. Well, his night takes a big-time turn as he goes about passing out the presents because he ends up going to a compound just to hand off presents as he would normally do, and he runs into a problem. Apparently, the people who live here have a lot of money. I mean, lots of money, to the point to where they're the 1%ers who apparently have millions in cash in their basement. So, of course, what's going to happen? Well, a bunch of mercenaries are going to stop by, led by John Leguizamo there, and try to steal the money. Well, their timing couldn't be worse because old Santa is dropping off presents while this is happening, and he decides to take matters into his own hand. And apparently, this is only referred to in one scene, and this is one of the big mistakes of the film. Apparently, Santa was once a very vicious warrior. This is mentioned, but never expanded upon, and would have been much more interesting had they gotten into it. And, well, Santa is not to be trifled with. This movie is incredibly violent. I mean, disturbingly violent. I mean, if you want to see people impaled on large icicles, if you want to see limbs hacked off. My favorite was when there was an electrical Christmas ornament impaled into a person's eye. It was turned on and then his head set on fire. If this is your cup of tea, well, hey, there you go. There it is. This is the Christmas movie for you. I don't know who this movie's for. And if I were to find someone who were come to me and say, wow, Violent Night, it was a great film, then I know to stay away from that person. This is an incredibly, this is the type of movie that demoralizes me in all seriousness, because I watch something like this and I'm like, what a waste of money. And if this is the message that you're putting forth, what are you really saying? This movie really bothered me, and especially that it's being released during Christmas time. Yeah. This is not Christmas entertainment. This is an entertainment of any sort. So please skip this so that it bombs and we can maybe put a crimp in things like this.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I don't know how you can come up with a plot line like that. Okay, seriously. Next one, Lady Chatterley's Lover.
Lady Chatterley's Lover, based on the scandalous novel that came out in the early 1900s. And then we see Lady Chatterley. I don't know why we're running this clip. We should not be running this clip. I'm telling you, I emailed and said we shouldn't be running this clip.
Okay, take that. There you go.
I'm serious.
There you go.
I sent pictures instead. This clip's very graphic, and we don't want to watch this because, I mean, it gets you going. And there's Connie. She's married to this rich guy at the end of World War I. Well, the rich guy, he got wounded in the war, and suddenly, well, not everything's working the way it should, and he's paralyzed from the waist down. And there we see her, well, getting to know the gardener, Oliver. Oliver, well, everything's working with Oliver. Let's just say that. And she ends up wandering down to Oliver's hut, first to look at the baby pheasants that he's hatching, and then, well, the pheasants aren't that interesting, and other things take up their time. This movie is quite graphic in the way it depicts the sexual acts that they go through, and this was one of the reasons why the book was originally banned in the 1920s. The other notion is that there's Miss Chatterley's husband, and she suggests that, well, you know, it would be okay if you had a child by another man, as long as it's a boy child, because I do need an heir. So there's a lot of really odd things going on here. I like this film. It's very beautiful the way it was shot, and also the passion of the two performances from Emma Corrin and Jack O'Donnell as the two lovers. You really get into what they're doing as far as not just the passion that they are, but you see that they're helpless in what they're doing, and they're compelled to do these acts that they know are going to be self-destructive. This one's on Netflix. Not for the kids.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't think either of them are for the kids.
Yeah, sounds like it. Okay, all right. Thank you, Chuck, as always. All right, for more reviews and witty banter, check out the Real Talk with Chuck and Pam YouTube channel for videos and reviews and segments, or go to their website for links to their weekly podcast.